scientific notation, right? The reason why we use scientific notation is for when we have really, really, really big numbers or really, really, really small numbers, okay? So if you won like $1 billion or something, you know, people kind of get tired of writing all of these zeros, okay? Right. Instead of writing these really long numbers that are really, really big or really, really small, okay, we have something called scientific notation with shorthand, okay? So when we're writing a scientific notation, there's two different parts to the number, okay? The first part is called the coefficient, okay? So it is a number between 1 and 10, okay? Has to be between 1 and 10. That's your coefficient. And then it's followed by, you're going to see times 10 raised to a power or an exponent. Okay, those are the two different parts. Okay. So, for instance, okay, if I did not want to write this massively long number, okay, tell me firstly, where is my decimal in this number right here? Where's my decimal? After the very last zeros. Everybody agree with that? Okay, so my decimal is here, okay? Where could I put my decimal that I have a number between 1 and 10? After the 1, okay? So I could move my decimal all the way over here. Okay? All right, and then that will give me a number between 1 and 10, okay? So that will give me a coefficient of 1. Okay, everybody with me so far? The next part is going to be the 10 raised to 1 power. So how we write that is, we're going to say times 10, okay? And I just want you to tell me how many times did I move my decimal. I didn't even count, so 12 times? Okay, I'm going to do 12 times. So if it is a number, okay, a number that is greater than 1, so this is greater than, that exponent is going to be positive, okay? So this is times 10 to the 12. That's it, okay? Now, if I have a number and it's less than 1, like this one, okay, I have a number less than 1, then it's going to be a, I'm going to do that. This is a positive exponent, and here is going to be a negative exponent, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing here, okay? Except for where does my decimal have to go now? Still after the 1, but all the way this way, okay? So now I'm going to count. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's my new decimal, all right? So what is my coefficient? 1 times 10 to the, I forgot already, negative 7? 10. What? 10. Okay, I just didn't hear you guys. To the negative 10. Okay? Scientific notation. Okay? So, do you guys have these numbers or your numbers different? Alright, your numbers are different. Let's do the ones on the board. You can do the ones in your notebook with practice later, okay? So let's see if we can kind of go through the ones on the board. So the big thing to remember is there's two parts, okay? The coefficient. The biggest thing with that is it has to be between 1 and 10. So don't tell me it's 24 times 10 to the whatever power. So typically, it should be after your first seen non-zero number, okay? Alright, and then to remember, the biggest things I see is 1, your exponent is not between 1 and 10, and then 2, you are mixing up your signs. So either negative exponent or positive exponent. But to me, it makes sense if my number is bigger than 1, I should have a positive exponent, okay? If it's less than 1, think about a number line, less than 1, you should have a negative exponent, okay? Alright, so let's look at this first one. Alright, we got 24,500. Alright, Jake, where do you want to put the decimal? Behind the 2. All right, so Jake wants to put the decimal behind 2. I'm going to keep all those numbers, even those zeros. Okay? I'm going to keep those numbers. So I'm going to write 2.4500. I'm not going to get rid of anything. I just use my decimal. All right? And then what's the next part? Lisa, what do you want me to write next? You tell me what to write next. What? You say times 10? Absolutely. Times 10. All right, great. And then, first tell me, are we going to have a negative exponent or a positive exponent? Positive. This number is way greater than 1. Okay, so positive exponent. How many times do we move the decimal? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was right. Times 10 to the 4th. Alright, so 2.4500 times 10 to the 4th. Can you PBS? Alright, let's do one more up here and then we'll go convert to standard. Standard means no times 10, okay? So, let's do this one, alright? So, 0.00985. Kylie, where do you want to put the decimal? After the 9, alright, so 9.85, there's no zeros after that, okay? I don't have to put the zeros in the front, they're going to go away anyway. Alright, CJ, what do you want me to write next? Times 10, fabulous. Positive or negative exponent? Negative exponent because this is less than 1. Okay, so it's going to be a negative exponent. So negative something, and then how many times do we move it? 4 again? Alright, so now let's do the opposite. I think actually going from scientific to standard is even easier, okay, in my opinion, because it gives me all the information. Alright, so let's do this first one. Actually, okay, we'll do the first one, and then I'm going to have you do this one and this one on your paper, and I'll come around and check, okay? And then we'll get started with our homework. Alright, so the first one, 4.2 times 10 to the 3rd. 4.2 times 10 to the 3rd. Alright, is this number going to be less than or greater than 1? Greater than. It has a positive exponent. There's a positive exponent. So my decimal is moving that way. Alright, so 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here is my new decimal. Alright, and I'm just going to fill in zeros in those little pockets. 4,200. Alright, I want you to do the 2 that I circled. Okay? That one says 2.15 times 10 to the negative 4, and this one says 9.22 times 10 to the 5th, and I'm going to come around and show you. Alright, so guys, again, so the next part is fairly easy, but we have to make sure we know how to use a calculator. I know you know how to use a calculator, however, I think in scientific notation is something else. How many people have this calculator? Okay, this calculator is the vein of my existence, okay? So, my preference is, okay, when you are in class, you use one of the other calculators in the back. And it's because when we start doing math with this calculator, you do not know how to type it in correctly, which includes using the fraction button and using parentheses and all this other stuff. It will give you the right coefficients and the wrong exponent. Okay? So if you have another calculator, use that one. If you don't, you'll get one at the back and the calculator. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about how to type into your calculator. So your first problem says, I I think it says 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, yes?
Yes.
Okay, times what?
8.65 times 10 to the 4th.
Alright, so let's talk about how to type this into a calculator, okay? Alright, so, work with me. This is what I'm going to do. Here's the buttons you're going to hit. Okay, everybody's going to hit 6. Everybody's going to hit the decimal button. Everybody's going to hit 0. Everybody's going to hit 2. Okay? Then after that, it gets a little tricky. Not tricky, but you will never, ever, 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 ever hit the multiplication button for this part and do the number 10. Never. Okay? We're going to do scientific notation. If you're on the orange or pink calculators, you're going to hit the second button. Sorry, you're going to always hit the second button no matter what calculator. If you're on the orange and pink calculators, you're going to look for the button that says x to the negative 1. If you are on the TI-84 plus, you're going to look for the comma button. Okay, if you're on the 84 plus, you're going to look for the comma button. And you should see, regardless, over that button, you should see EE. Does everybody see EE somewhere? Okay? Alright, so once you hit that, that takes care of times 10. Okay? That takes care of times 10. So then the only thing left is for you to put in the 23. Okay? So everybody put that in and then hit enter, and you should see 1, 2, 3. It should come up and look just like this. Okay? Yes.
So,
you're not typing in 10. You will never, ever, ever type in this part right here on any calculator. You'll never type in, never type that in. Okay? Alright. It should populate and look like this. If you hit the enter button, it should look like this. But anybody cannot look like this. You did not hit the second button. Okay? So 6.02. You did not hit the second button. Okay? You have to hit the second button. 6.02, second button, which is the yellow button on mine. Okay, it's probably a different color button on any calculator. Alright, anybody else not get that? Alright, it should have looked like this. 6.02 times 10 to the negative 23rd, or 6.02 E23. Should say one of the zeros. Okay? Now we're just going to do the rest. So if you haven't cleared it, hit the times button. It should say answer. Yes? Okay. And then we're going to do this part. So tell me what I need to type in. 8.65. Second first, and then x to the negative 1, which is my EE, or a comma, if you're on the other calculator. And then just 4. Okay? This is what you should get for an answer. 5.207, and I get another number, times 10 to the, this number should be 28. Did anybody not get that? Okay? Got an error? Alright, type it in again, start from scratch. 6.02, second, x to the negative 123, times 8.65. Second, let me do this in a different color. Second, x to the negative 1, and then 4. So I want you to do number 3. And you should get 6.29 times 10 to the negative 27. So remember what numbers you're typing in. Do not do that times 10. Never, ever, ever. Okay? And then this is the answer you should get for number 3 on your scientific notation.